At such a young age, babies have limited access to controlled body movements. During this time period, gross motor skills range from turning their heads from cheek to cheek and kicking legs rhythmically to rolling from back to stomach and stomach to back purposefully, bringing their feet to their mouths, and supporting themselves to sit for just a few seconds. Fine motor skills range from moving their arms to reach for toys and bringing their hands to their mouths to holding small objects with a radial palm or grasp. Activities for infants this age should include leaving toys within their reach, reading to them, and letting them listen to music to enable their exploration through senses. Appropriate toys for this age consist of rattles, squeeze toys, teething toys, soft dolls, textured balls, and vinyl and board books.
Just a few months later, older infants are no longer as stationary. Their gross skills during this time range from sitting up unsupported and standing while holding onto furniture to standing alone and walking with one hand held. Fine motor skills range from voluntary releasing objects and grabbing with a lateral pinch to pointing with the index finger and intimately clapping and waving. Activities for infants this age should include baby dolls, puppets, nesting toys, large building blocks, large balls, and push and pull toys.
1-year-olds desire to explore the world around them, and with body movement now much more easily controlled, they are able to. Gross motor skills during this span of a year allow them to stand alone well, walk with large objects without losing balance, and squatting down to play. Fine motor developing throughout this year include being able to hold their arms and legs out for dressing, using one hand to hold and another to manipulate, to opening a door by turning a doorknob. Activities for 1-year-olds include puzzles, large pegboards, toys with parts that do things such as dials and switches, and large and small balls. They also include things to build with, such as wood blocks, and things to create with, like washable markers, crayons, and paper, as well as things to pretend with, such as toy phones, dolls, baby carriages, and dress-up accessories.
At age 2, toddlers are testing their physical limits. Their gross motor skills allow them to run, throw balls, and jump. Their fine motor skills allow them to hold crayons and draw, snip with scissors, wash their hands, use a fork, and dress themselves with assistance. Now that they have good control of their hands, age-appropriate toys to enable their skill development include hinges for pretending and building, blocks, smaller, transportation toys, construction sets, child-sized furniture, dress-up clothes, dolls with accessories, puppets, and sand and water toys. Things to create with, like large non-toxic markers, washable crayons, and large paintbrushes, and finger paint. Picture books, tunnels, low climbers with soft material underneath, and pounding and hammering toys.
During this large 3-year time span, much growth and development is occurring. Not only do children this age have much longer attention spans, but they love to question too. Gross motor skills during this time frame include climbing jungle gyms and ladders, pedaling on tricycles, catching balls, and bouncing a tennis ball on the ground and catching it with one hand. Fine motor skills during this time include cutting a line, putting socks and shoes on, dressing independently, and trying to put their shoes on. Toys appropriate for this age include things for solving problems, such as blocks that snap together, puzzles, smaller objects to sort by length, width, height, shape, color, smell, quantity, and other features.